It's like it was like when you go to a party, you have to make small talk as you're waiting. That's what that felt like.
The small talk before a podcast.
Like, let's just get this show on the road, man.
Just like, hey, what you guys been doing? Even though like two of us talk every day, so it's like I don't know.
Chubbs needs this funny moment to cut into for the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Getaway podcast. Chubbs, joined by
I'm Skelly.
Skelly and Tim. Anyway, fuck, I can get on track. Justified. That's what we're talking about today. Jesus Christ.
One of my favorite shows.
Great show.
1 second, I was looking up what the Chinese girl's name was in Harry Potter. It's Cho Chang, literally.
Not quite Chong, but it's pretty close.
Cho Chang, bro.
Hey man, don't knock Cho Chang.
Fuck her, bro. She betrayed them in, the Order of the Phoenix, bro. Wait. Yeah, Order of the Phoenix.
This episode's gonna be everywhere. I can feel it.
It's not, bro. We're gonna get on topic now.
I guess, like, where are we gonna start? Like, just explain the synopsis.
No, me and Contra have both seen the show Justified, and we both really like it. I think it is. It's probably still Contra's favorite show, I imagine.
Favorite ever? Probably not, but it's definitely up there.
Anyway, so we were like, Chubbs will definitely like this, so we showed him it, and we finished recently, and Chubbs really like it.
Over the course of like a year.
Okay, well, sometimes we're bad at watching stuff together, and sometimes we're really
good. You guys
good
are definitely going to finish Black Sails, though.
That's because he really loves that show.
He really liked Ray Donovan.
All right, there's two things. One, I really like Black Sails, but two, things I won't say in the podcast, there were things fucking me up that now I'm way better at shows. I would say I'm better at watching
How's
stuff with
Breaking
people.
Bad going, buddy?
See, I already knew he was coming. I was catchy. I caught you. I blocked that shit. Got parried just now. Anyway, better at watching shit with other people. Because when it's alone, you're like, I can choose my time. See, it's not even that. I've been reading Baltimore. I read Baltimore in a minute now. Because I'm like, it's my time. I'll get to it. But when someone else is like, hey, let's watch this, I'm like, oh shit, now there's other people. I gotta do it, even though I want to do it. Like Mobland, I was like Mobland, I worked on before. It's like, what's a set day? My brains are like, that's Mobland day.
Yeah, weekly shows is easy because it's just an hour. It's just like that event with people. It feels better.
But yeah, Black Sails, obviously I'm hooked on. Which most of you can throw this. That one night though, I was a little tired. I was like, me cool. But other than that, we've been burning through it.
Also, 4 seasons, 13 episodes. It's not super long.
Ray Down was crazy because the same thing as Black Sails, where I was sitting there going, like, man, these 30-minute episodes go by quick, and he hit me with it's like an hour per show. I was like, oh. But anyway, yeah, Justified was a long tune watch, but we finished it though. We finally did, and soon we could start X-Files.
We did finish it though because we still gotta watch a sequel season.
I forget about that all the time.
I hope you like fat black women. I sure do.
But anyway, yeah, I remember it was a long time ago now, but I got shown season 1, and the first couple episodes, they're not bad, but the first episodes were all, like, I was fine from memory. I was like, they're fine, and it's like halfway into the season where it just kind of like starts really going heavily between like Raylan and Boyd. Also, like the prisoner episode definitely was where I was like, oh shit. So after that season, I was like, okay. And then season 2 is my favorite. So, but beyond that, I really started getting loved it. The Bandit. But yeah.
That's still your favorite, right?
Yeah, still my favorite. And I still think season 2 is the best.
What's your rating of the seasons?
I'm trying to remember all the villains too. Season 2 is Bennett's. That's number 1 immediately. What's season 3? That's
the rapist guy. The pedophile rapist guy.
The gold, as we say.
Samurai sword.
Oh yeah.
The gold.
I was putting him in 4. I don't know why. Anyway, so that's him, and then if I don't, 5 is the rip off Bennett's, right? That's the
yeah.
That's the
Crowders.
Yeah. So yeah, it would be 2. I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, or maybe 6 above 5. Probably.
I was gonna say 5 last for me, to be honest.
Yeah, 5 is definitely the worst.
Like it'd be for me.
Though it has good moments and it's pretty funny sometimes,
To be
but
fair,
I'd put it at the
season
end.
1 gets put very low. But to be fair, also I watched
I
5
love
more.
season.
I watched 5 more recently than fucking like 1.
Season
So
1 is definitely better than 5.
so 5, I remember all, like the moments where I'm like that was like really funny. So
Like I think mine's like 3, 4, 2, 1, 6, 5.
I probably have the same ranking, but I would put 4 ahead of 3.
remember, I think my favorite's 2, Skelly's is 3, and yours is 4, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
4 is
funny.
I think the general fan favorite consensus favorite season.
Rose and
That's a
Follower.
mystery and shit. Nah, he likes good shit, bro. But why'd you like season 2? Why is that your favorite?
I think going after like season 1, like because like they're like half and onward season 1, it really starts like following like a going storyline. So 2 is like all like besides like every now and then the average Joe Blow, it kind of follows the one storyline. But like I just really like the Bennetts as like I guess the villains of that season, and I also like fuck, I forgot her name, the little girl. You know what I'm talking about though.
Loretta.
Yeah,
Abby from Last of Us.
yeah. That's still crazy to hear. Uh, but I also like her and her Reynolds dynamic in that season, and also just like honestly, I love Boyd's like my favorite character probably. So anything with Boyd go on that season also I liked. So again, I don't know. I really like that season and just like the dynamic between everyone, and also just every time Raylan goes somewhere, they're like Raylan Gibbons, and it's like they don't like him. Some of the past, they know his father. Like every other fucking season is this though. But yeah, also just like the whole small town gimmick. Also like one of my favorite moments is like, obviously we all know like Raylan's like big thing is like his sharpshooting skills with a pistol. But in the church, when like the Bennetts are trying to like get the town of the mines, Boyd just stands up and like really flexes his true strength, which is his words. So
I also think the Bennetts are like maybe the only one that had like a personal like relationship with like Raylan himself with him crippling fucking Dickie
yeah,
as a kid.
that's the thing. Also is like,
Like,
besides,
cause season 1, Boyd's dad was more like with fucking Arlo than Raylan ever. Like, and obviously the rest are kind of from out of town and come in, so like they don't really ever have that relationship with Raylan. Ben's really the only ones that are like rooted down with Raylan in the past, where it's like you crippled, Dickie.
yeah. Also, also funny with the Bennetts is that most of them are technically kind of stupid. It's just the mom is like obviously the smartest one. She keeps them all in check, and then right under her is the sheriff's son, and then 2 idiots.
They also hurt Raylan the worst. They killed his fucking mom figure.
Yeah,
Dickie shotgunned her to death.
under.
Which is funny because he then kind of becomes comedic relief, which is kind of fucked up. Like he just gets with fucking
Dewey,
fucking what's his name, bro? Yeah, Dewey.
Dewey Crow.
Look at the pain in Dewey.
That's so funny.
They killed Dewey like fucking he was Jesse James, bro.
Yeah, season 2 is definitely my favorite. But like, so what about
The reason
y'all?
I just say I like the chaoticness of the villain. Like I just like how
He's
unpredictable and
scary.
like fucking
I
all over
do
the
think
place he is.
he's a scary villain.
He's like Joker justified, bro. He's just you don't really know like how he says plans, but like if they go wrong or some change, you don't know what the
I
fuck
think
how he's gonna respond.
I think he is the scariest villain in that show. Honestly, actually, like
And in terms of like predictability, because the rest like they're gonna kill you or something, but it's gonna be like for a good reason. Like he might just kill you for fun.
because like every other villain, because sometimes like especially like some seasons they love the cat and mouse shit, like especially with Boyd. So a lot of times it's like it's the other ones get caught. It's like a thing of like I guess I'll let you go, but he's like, and then like gun to their face. Most other people in the show are like I'm at disadvantage here, but his ass is so fucking psychopathic. He's like I can still do this. He's like I can see a way out of this.
After Cage Boy, he'll beat and rape you.
Again, that scene is so fucking funny. Just where's your bathroom? Oh, like on the back, and he goes, opens the door. It's a teenage
Other door.
toilet up to the bed. He's like, other door, other door.
That's to go win Duffy. He won in the end. Why's for your favorite Contra?
I think the central mystery is pretty good. Like, it's a pre-established character that ends up being what's his name, Waldo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pre-established character that ends up being Waldo. So, it might be hard to see coming because you might suspect that it's going to be like a new
I think a
character
lot
that
of
you
for
haven't seen
mysteries
before.
is it's the new character gets introduced, obviously.
So
Yeah.
Like how comic mysteries work
I want
all
to
the
jump
time.
in. I'll say this.
What?
I did not like season 4 at first. Like I was shitting on season 4 to be honest. Like I was like that. I was like, it's not gonna be anyone I know. It's gonna be a new character. I was like, it's probably gonna be kind of. I was like, I kind of went in with so like low expectations, and I'm sitting there going like, after like just getting in the end, I was like, I still don't know who the fuck did this shit, man. Like I can't think about it. And the reveal, I was kind of like, damn, this shit's kind of goated though.
The last, like, I want to say act, probably not half, but like the last act of the season, I think is probably the peak of the show. The whole part where they have Waldo and they're trying to get him out of there, but Detroit's also like trying to get at him. Johnny's betrayal, that kind of thing. I don't know. I just really like that part, especially the part where they're on the highway with the IEDs.
Yeah. Also, Tim gets to shine with his character. It's like a good standoff between him and the other veteran.
And the finale's probably my favorite. The finale's probably my favorite, like in the whole show. Especially that ending part where, Raylan's walking away from the car and they're lighting it up.
Yeah, they kill him. Yeah.
That shit was raw.
That was funny because like Raylan's obviously done some like fucked up shit like out the line shit.
There's the line funny,
but that one I was like, there's no line, bro.
Line.
There was no line. You fucking jumped it. Understandable, but damn, that was raw as fuck, Raylan.
He did nothing wrong.
I mean, that guy was kind of real as fuck, though. He was like, if I say I'm gonna kill your family, I'm gonna kill your family. He was kind of real as fuck for even Raylan's like, hey, I'll kill you. He's like, hey, man, if I say it, I'm doing it.
But
I don't know why he thought that Raylan was above killing him because, like famously he shot the guy from the first episode.
Every criminal he meets, they all.
Well, he didn't have he also wasn't pointing the gun or anything at him. Like the thing is, Raylan even kills him. So they always had a gun at least to like pull it or some shit. That's like he didn't have shit.
Yeah,
he was just trying them.
That's honestly, I guess, the line because he's always like. That's why every time he's like he talks to one, I like every other character has the gun drawn saying "put it down, let's talk this through." And he's kind of baiting the person under on him.
No, he always baits. That's why even Boyd's like, "I'm not picking it up, bro." At the end, he's like, "I'm not doing it, man. You ain't doing me like that."
I know how this story ends.
Because all the other characters, all the other feds, they had the gun drawn already, going like, "Don't be stupid." Raylan comes in. There's scenes. I don't know if I misremember, but I swear, his gun is out. He walks up and he puts it in his holster, but keeps his hand ready. He does that shit sometimes, and he's like, "You gonna do it?"
And he almost got by creepy motherfucker. I don't remember his name. Season 6. It's crazy because he's only in like the last 4 episodes, but it feels like he's there that entire season because he's so like good.
Yeah, I like that guy.
That's Frico.
Oh, and for
Frico
the
Raylan.
I am not a pedophile.
Frico Raylan, bro, it's great.
Yeah.
I bless you because he literally learns the first episode. He's like, I ain't doing that shit again, bro.
Five to tell moments I thought was funny. There's a lot of funny moments.
I mean, yeah, the 20-foot roll or whatever.
That shit is hilarious.
Building up for it forever.
I'll kill you the same way I killed Messer. Yup, me, Dewey Crow. I killed Messer.
The other thing is that a lot of season is hyping up his whole thing. He keeps putting a knife. 20-foot rule. 20-foot rule. 20-foot rule. Finally gets to do it. He fucking stabs himself.
I mean, that's something they do a lot, like even on a micro level. Like there was, I think the season 3 premiere was called The Gunfighter, and it had this dude at the beginning of the episode. He has this ice pick. He makes you reach for the gun.
Yeah, he's killing them like that, and at the end, really easily just does the bumper and shoots them. Like
that's something they play around with a lot, which I think is really cool.
And Honestly, I like season 6. Again, it's funny because that guy, like, I said it before, I still think, like, if that was any other show, I think I would have hated that character and be like, that's stupid. But just how they did in Justified, I was like, that guy's great.
Let's go, bro.
I just I love that guy so much because it's just right. Like he just copies a lot of things he sees. He's like, oh, he's got a cool hat. I need a cool hat.
He shows up. He's a freak, and he's like one of the most dangerous people we've ever had on the show. Let's go. I will say, season 6, like, I just don't really care about Sam Elliott and them, like his villains, which is probably why I rank it lower. Like, I think they're better than the fucking crows to me, but like, I still don't really care about them at all. Like, they're supposed to be like, supposed to feel like super, super dangerous, and they have like 5 lackeys at most. I'm just like, I don't know, you don't feel like this like super dangerous organization, like criminal guy. Like, you have like 5 guys, and half of them are fucking brain dead stupid.
What's funny is like because he's all supposed to be connected, and then his crew is supposed to be like these mercenaries that are like have like military record, all that shit. So like they're heavily trained. Most of them are kind of
because they're teasing him even like the previous season with the chick and like her former lover and how big of a gangster he was and shit, and her and like his partner and he like again he has like 5 guys most. I'm like, I don't know, they just don't really feel like that big bad danger. Like, yeah, I just didn't feel it. I think the only villain that actually super felt like that is Detroit. They do good at making Detroit feel like this big, like, hand that can always come and crush you easily if they want to. I did go with Detroit doing it.
also.
But other than that, like, not that don't really have a lot of people.
Yeah, I also think it's funny how much like Raylan's kind of just a shitty guy. Like he's an asshole. Like
he's a horrible fucking coworker, bro.
Like
you do not want him as a coworker.
Like, in most shows like these, right? It's like he's got to start learning lessons. Like later on, like going like, oh yeah, like I need to be better. Like, but he's kind of a shitty coworker.
I mean, I feel bad for R especially because like
his last
first like line with R is
like yeah,
money.
fuck the past.
Like the first thing with R was the money, where Art's already like, Garp knows he did it, like or whatever. Like he knows, he doesn't know. Like I don't know if they ever even confirm it, but like he knows. Right, we all agree. Art knows that he did the money.
Yeah,
I feel like there's so much like subtle
and that's like
probing.
That's like the first. That's like the first thing where Art's like, "Oh, this like guy isn't, like one of us or whatever." And then like the fucking later on the, letting that guy get shot to death shit too. Like, I kind of feel bad for Art. And then kind of season 6, they kind of like wipe a lot of that tension away, but I don't know. It also sucks. I'm just planning to see what season 1 real quick. I really don't like that they don't bring back any reoccurring characters. I really would have loved to see R or Tim and Rachel again. Like even like for a scene, like even Dexter, that fucking sequel show, showed them like some scenes. Like it'd be cool to see like a scene of them come back. Rachel's like the boss of the office now and shit.
Oh.
But
so I also want to tell the side characters. I want to bring this because it's so funny. I think this is in season 1. I'm pretty sure. One point, I'm pretty sure there's a guy in a bar, and the bar only lets in veterans. You had to have served to get in the bar.
Arlo, the scene with Arlo.
Yeah, and that scene's good. But to get in it, they call Tim, and Tim's a veteran. And while we're watching, Kadrish goes, "Yeah, Tim's gay, by the way." I'm like, "What?" Like he don't seem like a gay guy to me. And so this kept up, and so I don't know what season. I think it was season 3, 4. Where the scene is Raylan and his girl see Tim at a bar with a guy nearby.
That was season 2.
2? Okay.
It was either 1 or 2. It was early on, though.
But it's just a guy nearby. So the entire show was Tim gay jokes. Like, the entire show. Like, he's a straight shooter. He can't be gay. Up until, like, near the end of it, like, the final where he's, like, starting to say kind of weird shit.
He's always been like kind of like that, but kind of admit something I didn't admit for the entire show.
Yeah.
Well, it's Contra first said that. I looked it up, and Tim's actor did say that was originally a storyline plan. I just kept it quiet the whole show.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Tim, like I think it was an interview. He's like, there was originally some plans like that, but it was like if you guys picked up like cans like that, I'm glad or some shit. Like, it wasn't super depth. It was just like originally something was supposed to be planned, and it never they never actually did it.
Yeah.
Damn,
Like,
dude, Contra was
but I
right.
literally when he first said that, I looked it up, and I just never mentioned it. And I just kept
Asshole.
making the jokes. No,
dude,
seriously.
dude, that bar scene, we were shitting on him because like, oh
Yeah,
wow,
that
guys can't go out with
yeah.
the drink, dude. Like,
I honestly, I literally looked up before that too. It was because I looked up when he first said the gay thing. So like, I've been no, I just kept making the straight jokes the whole time.
anyway,
I was gonna ask who's your favorite character, but you said Boyd, right?
yeah, Boyd, definitely Boyd.
Boyd's my favorite character too. I think Contra's what, Raylan, or is it Boyd?
That's tough. It's got to be one of the two though. It's probably Raylan. Yeah, I like Raylan a little bit more. My second favorite character would be Boyd, but my third has to
I'd
go to
say
Tim.
I
Tim's
was gonna say my favorite
hilarious.
side character, and I was gonna say Tim.
Yeah,
Tim's like easily my favorite side character.
the side characters are like really good in the show. Like I even like
I'd say,
Rachel.
I'd say they could have made a whole spinoff of like Rachel and Tim Adventures. I would have watched that shit happily.
Yeah, Tim's probably also my favorite side character. I like Tim a lot. Like, Tim's great. Also, again, that's why like season 4. I really like that Tim standoff where like he really gets to shine and you see like his military background. Before that season though, he's already got like stuff going on.
I just like one of my favorite things is when Boyd gets that veteran guy, and you think, "Oh shit, it's gonna be this badass guy," and then he quickly is the dumbest motherfucker ever.
Yeah, they hype him up.
He gets hyped up, especially when he like immediately kills someone for Boyd and shit. Like, it just plays a funny moment. It's also like, "Oh, now I have a veteran who's willing to kill for me." Like, ooh, it's kind of scary, but like, no, he's just actually just a fuck up. Like, he's just not scared. Like, quickly becomes like not serious at all. If you're getting tricked by prostitute like that, I forget her name specifically.
I don't remember his name,
Sweet.
her name either.
No, oh, well, Sweet D, right? Sweet D.
I want to say
From
Anna.
It's Always Sunny.
No, from fucking just the prostitute.
Yeah,
Anna May? I feel like it's Anna
yeah,
May.
yeah. Ellen May. Ellen
Ellen
May.
May.
There we go. If you get tricked by Ellen May, bro, I don't know. I don't think you can be in any contention for anything. Ellen May was also one of the side characters that became really good as a kid because they really fleshed her out. Like, I really liked that whole plot line with her and like seeing her genuinely scared because time sucked up. But I like they fleshed her. It made you care about this character. I was kind of just goofy, like one-off, like thing, like kind of like a Dewey level. And I do the same with Dewey, where like by the time Dewey dies, he's like this Nazi
Fuck
motherfucker.
that
But
scene.
like,
Fuck
I'm
that.
sad for him though.
Fuck that. It's like most of the time, like haha, Dewey. That scene where like, he gets paid, you just know the shot. You're just like, fuck no. God, dude.
It doesn't help because like I had to go do something, but I didn't want to miss that part. So I was like, I just tried to think of a way to like represent that point. So I was like, oh, when's turn back happen or something. And I was like, I don't want to spoil, but I don't remember what fucking happens.
Yeah,
And of course, there's plenty of stuff I did spoil, but not spoiled because that was a fun recurring thing.
also, like Arlo and what's the season 4 guy's name? The mystery.
Waldo?
Which season?
Waldo.
Yeah,
Laura.
Waldo.
So Arlo and
Waldo
Waldo,
too.
they both had this thing they did. I love it. Arlo, especially Arlo's actor, I'll get a shout out to because that scene in season 1 is really good. We're like, oh shit, like you're thinking it's getting someone really deep Arlo, and he talks the guy down, and just afterwards goes, yeah, I fucking lied. It's like, oh shit. And then Waldo,
What I like about Arlo too is they didn't try to redeem him. He's just a pure fucking asshole to the end.
worst father.
And I like that Raylan reacts that way. Like, it's not like he obviously is emotional about, but like he's like it's appropriate for how Arlo was to him rather than like this super sweet moment. It's like he's fucked up by it, but it's like that guy was a fucking piece of shit.
And then
Like again, like Arlo's great because like he's the little protagonist's dad, but I don't feel bad at all when that motherfucker dies. I'm like piece of shit motherfucker.
And then obviously Waldo just saying like, I got to long live. Every day's a pain, so I'm willing to die for this. So, also yeah, Skelly had a thing where technically speaking, he was just spoiling everything, but in a way to where I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So it was kind of nonsense until I finally got to the part itself.
I do that a lot. I do that a lot with people. It's funny.
And he did so much that the funniest thing was in season 3 when he was mixing shit up. So it was
Well,
really...
I gaslighted myself. I didn't mix it up. It technically happened. It just wasn't with the right sword.
the entire time, bro.
I guess my mind remembered the thrill in getting the sword. In my mind, he brought it to the final exchange and got his arm cut with it. But no, it's just with a machete. And I was like,
that made it so much funnier. It was at the very when it happens. We go, wait, what?
I literally thought you were joking.
oh, but I just remembered him. This is the samurai sword. Because I remember him. My mind remembered him getting it. And I always just thought he just had it still.
And it was just some random fucking guy who got it.
Yeah, and he took it because it's cool. And then, he loses an exchange and wap-cha. Like, I just don't know why I just connected those two scenes, but I did. And I was like, he's getting his arm chopped off by a samurai sword. You just wait. And then the scene happens, and it was with the machete. I was like, where the fuck's the samurai sword? I gaslighted myself. Of course, there's also moments like I'm an outlaw. Reference from, the first episode. Takes so long to get there. It was I'm an outlaw. What was the other moment? There was, two things that were season 6.
Best goon?
Yeah, best goon. Best goon and fucking I'm an outlaw things I teach from the
I
first
want to go
season.
at side characters. So, Win Duffy's more important.
Win Duffy, I will say Win Duffy is probably my second favorite side character.
Win Duffy, when I first saw it, I thought that was gonna be just a one-off guy, nothing matter. But he kept. I was like, you kept.
Where are the Benjamins? All the homies are rapping about.
Especially Mikey. I was like, oh, goon, and at the very end, I'm like, Mikey. That's my goal, bro.
He sacrificed himself, bro.
Goated shit.
Like, Win Duffy again is one of those recurring characters you grow to really love. I'm like, fuck yeah. Win Duffy won at the end, fuck yeah. Even though he kept trying to fuck over my character. I like
Win Duffy when he has his mustache, though. I don't like Win Duffy when he's out without it.
Whoa.
He's terrifying to me.
Show me the Benjamins the homies are always rapping about.
Fuck.
I also like a lot of, I think just about some of my favorite, one-off episodes, Monster of the Week type episodes. I really like the old guy who escapes from prison, to find his money buried under a house. Ones like that, I just really like. Or, the guy.
I think the goofiest one was the one with the black guy. You know what I'm talking about?
The one with the black guy?
Alright. It was like a two-parter.
Are you talking about the guy who goes to break into his house to beat his girl or some shit?
The one Rachel connected to Rachel, or the other
one? No. The one connected to Rachel was season 1. The one I'm talking about is season 3. He has this fat friend, and they shoot movies together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit was goofy.
Another one is one the dude who just wants to get out of Kentucky, so he just informs on everything. He's a known rat, and it's that one's really good. Especially
that's the one with the
I taught her
art, right?
Oh yeah, I think the R one where the old guy too, that one's good.
Yeah, that was also season 1.
I like a lot of that's why I like season 1. I like a lot of the one-off episodes.
You remember the dentist?
Yeah, the dentist was Kino. He literally was he was worth the fucking Raylan, but fucking Rudolph was playing, and the dentist character popped up, and he's like, I had a dream. And so he left. And then he dies by the cartel at the end. Kino episode. Again, I just really like a lot of his one-off episodes. I feel like they're some of the most memorable from any of the shows I watched to do it. And you have ones that kind of like Win Duffy spirals from the Gary side plot and becomes his own thing. He becomes a major player, especially in the later seasons. I say later seasons, but it's really season 3 and on. But still.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell this Win Duffy fucking kills me. Where Raylan, because Raylan always likes to do cool war shit when he does something with criminals. And he does one with Win Duffy. I don't remember the line he says to Win Duffy. But it's more or less if I see you again or something. But the next day, Art makes him go talk to Win Duffy with them. So Win Duffy sees Raylan and goes, "Hey, What's going on? And Raylan just doesn't say anything. He's like, motherfucker, Art had a thing going on. I really like Art. I like Art.
I really like the, like I said, there was a spinoff with like Rachel, Tim, and Kenji Art. I would have loved watching that shit.
I like Art, but the thing is, I also like Art and Raylan tour. The sad part is when after like the mob like thing, it really is sad because like Art is really fucking pissed off at Raylan, justifiably so, and justified. That was a bit I did not keep up with because at a certain point I couldn't keep it up, but like whenever he would kill someone, I'd be like, was it justified though? It ended when some of these shit was just straight up couldn't even be justified.
I really get to the gray zone really fast. That's why he's great. Like
cold together.
The story with like the blonde lady at the bar that like built up. I like that. There's like this little like casual romance that then ended up leading to like its own like little story. And I really like stuff like that. Just really made the show and world feel alive. You know, it's like all these little things could connect or like strew off to a random episode story.
That's probably also like season 2 is like it's so much like this town and also like Raylan's like hate or not wanting to be in there. To where the Bennett's having it's not even like a cop or marshal or anything like that. It's him. It's a Raylan hate. So it leads back into like the place, you know. So
yeah,
but it's stuff like that, yeah. And I think, there's a lot of seasons where it's like someone like a character appears and they have probably 1 or 2 scenes that are like they're not even the main guy of that scene, and then later on in the season they're like moving a lot more.
And it connects to more shit like that. Like I don't know, just like a lot of memorable side characters. Like, I remember most of Boyd's crew like throughout the whole series. Like his crew stays fairly consistent. Like he has minimal changes, but I remember again most of them. And they're trying again because you had the fat guys in the game, but then you have like the younger looking guy and stuff like that. I kind of remember Moss when they die. I'm like, damn, he wasn't really a big character, but like we've been with him for a while. Also, again, the very fun game of like watching like whether you believe Boyd or not, where he's trying to act better and shit, and it slowly just fucking devolves.
I remember doing the Bible stuff. I was like, "Oh, this is a crazy scheme, Boyd." And after a while, I was like, "All right, Boyd, like, I'm starting to think you really believe in this shit."
Yeah, bro, he had an awakening and his dad killed all his people. Ava's a character I really don't like past season 4. I don't really don't like the storylines they take her down.
Yeah.
I get they need a reason for her to eventually turn against Boyd, but like, they promise they just never really give me a believable reason. Like she's like, I was gonna die, and it's like he was offering help. He was like trying to help you at every corner. Why are you like trying to fuck him over now? But then again, I like really with season 6. Like, I don't say they remove Boyd's mask, but like every season you occasionally have like a fucking opponent that like a common enemy of Raylan and Boyd, so you kind of forget how bad Boyd is. Like he's one of them too. So like kind of removes that, like the mask comes off, and you see how fucking scary and mean like Boyd can be. Like season 6 Boyd is kind of a fucking menace.
I do like in season 6 where we finally see like the very end rope from both characters, or like Raylan. There's like almost no like other shit. It's like he's like I kind of get what Raylan does here and there, but like he's kind of at a point like of like kind of an asshole where he's like. Someone kind of goes, "What about this?" And he again that season he's like, "Fuck the past." So he's like, "I don't give a fuck. It's like you do this or it's over." Like it doesn't.
Like, it's also funny because the whole reason he wants to go to the boys is his mistake of letting him live the first time. So like, it's really trying to like correct a past mistake. He let that evil flourish. I don't know, Boyd. Again, I'm an Outlaws for my favorite season because it's so fucking unnecessary. Like, it really just reminds you.
I'm an outlaw.
That this character you're gonna love is not a good person in any shape or form. Again, the guy's been super original too. He's like, hey, you can do this. You can just take the car. You can do this. You can do this. Then he even starts dick riding a bit, and none of it matters at all. And he's like, and even Boyd, like, you know, he even says it to Boyd. He's like, you haven't listened to the word I say, and Boyd's like, it doesn't fucking matter what you say. And then it doesn't, because like he made up his mind the second he saw him, he was gonna kill him. I really like stuff like that. Even like Johnny's a funny character because I always forget how like suddenly Johnny gets killed. Like, 'cause Johnny's betrayals and shit gets built up for like seasons, and I'm watching like again. I always kind of forget. I'm like,
Yeah, that was like the
once he
start
do
of season 5.
like once he do this to like Johnny, and like again, it's just like a snap of a boom boom, and it's done. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. That just kind of boom quickly happens and just moved on from.
Real shit. I wouldn't say at the time, but there was a point where it was a bit after. It's where they bring up Johnny's death, and I sat there and I was like, I don't remember seeing him get shot. I sat there. I think it was quiet. I was so like really quiet. Where I think when you asked me, "Was are you there?" And I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I remember. Cause like I fucking didn't. I don't know why. I forgot for a minute how the fuck he died. But no. Again, obviously Boyd being my favorite. Like Raylan and Boyd. Like anytime they have to interact, I'm eating good. I also just love Boyd and everything he does. Like I during season 4, I checked out like some like Reddit stuff, and there are people like upset at his line in 4 where he goes, it ain't too early for a Dr. Pepper. Fuck them. That's my goat who also drinks Dr. Pepper. But I'm trying to think of like other like I like all of The Office. Like I like Art. I like Tim. I like Rachel. There's even that other. I can't believe I don't remember his. I don't know why I can't believe he's only a couple things. There's like a random coworker that's just appearing near the end, and they
They
kind
keep
of
giving shit, yeah.
kind of an ass. Everyone's kind of an ass with that guy.
It's like many things really makes the world feel alive. Like, they're really good at making like all these things feel like actual like things. I'll say the biggest thing the show does is making Sam Elliott shave off his mustache. That was fucked up.
That was weird. I had never
That's
seen.
because that man's had that mustache ever since he was young too. That's like a staple.
I've never seen him with a mustache, so that was
And it
fucking
removes
weird.
all his aura. It removes all his aura with one of the coolest voices ever. It's a fucking sin.
But yeah, Dewey's great. I like. Again, almost like everyone. Even like again, you said earlier, Boyd's crew is fun.
I mean, I even like Devil.
Yeah.
You know, boy, also like there's one's a super fun. Like again, like when you really rip out Boyd's mask, like when that guy goes out of his way to save him in the hospital and he just shoots him. Like that's the guy who's been loyal to him like for a long time, like saving his ass. Like he's the one who saved him in the mines too. I think like he saved him multiple times. Or his brother did or some shit. But, like those two are together, and then like he just shoots him in the chest. Like he kind of just really realized what Boyd has like truly become. Because I don't think like season 1 Boyd would have probably done that. Season 2 Boyd definitely would have done that shit. Like early season 1 Boyd, I should say, before he gets his community and shit. I really kind of see what he's devolved into.
Yeah. What's I think we'll probably mostly all have the same answer, but what's one thing in the show you're kind of like that's dumb, or I don't really like that where that's going.
But storyline,
I would say we're probably gonna have a list. Like, that's the only one I could
the
think of.
prison one, I don't know. I really like. I just
Ava
don't-
refusing Boyd's help in prison was just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
don't get
what's
that at
also
all.
stupid when she then uses it as a reason as to why she turns on him.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't buy that at all.
It's like he was there, all like he was there offering to help. Like you turned it down.
Yeah. I would say like
Like her storyline to turning against Boyd felt really forced and like kind of like out of nowhere.
I think that one hurts because it's so dumb, and it seems kind of like more of like her just throwing away help. To where it's like it goes from me kind of be like having like much sympathy to kind of be like, well, you had a out. So anytime she does have like a breakdown moment, I don't feel that much. Like I
It's
honestly,
also like
I had way more sympathy for Dewey's death than any Ava moment.
honestly they like really wanted to redeem her because they didn't even do it at the end. But I honestly think they should have had like a more of a Bonnie and Clyde type ending. Like I don't know. I just like Abe was completely fine and doing all that shit just until that prison shit, and then like her character kind of like really takes a hard like left. Like I don't know. I'm like I'd be like fine with her and Boy completely like doubling down together and just having a Bonnie and Clyde type fucking thing instead of what it turns into.
Yeah.
I mean, I do just like there's points where they kind of like erase all tension between Art and Raylan in the season 6, so like they can be cool and team up again. And I don't know, it kind of ruins like all the other build shit that's been building up for me. Where I'm like, I wish they still had that tension and shit, and like it wasn't just we have to wipe it away real quick so they can be together and do the shootout shit together.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, obviously I don't really care what the Crow is, but I don't know. I don't think that's like really a bad thing. It's just like they're just kind of weak villains.
I like looking at Alicia Witt.
Real.
Like that's some good milk.
Also, season 1, like I really loved the episodic nature of season 1, especially, but like Boyd's dad does feel kind of like wasted because he doesn't really become a thing to halfway into the season. Like, and it being Boyd's dad and being like this big like guy and like trying to work with the toy and shit, kind of just feels like super wasted because again, then he's dead like a couple episodes later. But that's them figuring out the formula of the show, so I can't hate it too much. That's like an in hindsight thing. Also, in season 3, they should have had the samurai sword cut off the arm.
I also like that. I forgot that part that the area is called, but that whole like thing. The I don't know how else to say it, but the fucking like the little
Black guy,
the black guy town where they like they're kind of like they operation
Nusky
information.
Hollow, isn't it like Nusky Hollow or some shit? It's like something like that.
Yeah.
But oh, what's his name? I don't remember. Like I'm fucking doing horrible
Limehouse.
thing.
Limehouse?
Limehouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Limehouse.
I call
I
it
think
Longhouse.
he's cool. I think he's a cool concept, but they don't use him like too much after season 2. He gets brought up like he kind of gets a plot for plot like convenience after season 2. It's just occasionally like, hey, there's this guy. Remember, we can give Ava to him, etc. No, he is a character like Limehouse could have been fleshed out some more. That reminds me of the fucking they go when they're like in the place with the guy with the mines and they just shoot him. And then like you think the show's gonna be like they obviously rescue him and stop the mine, but we're in the middle of Raylan trying to ask questions. They're like, "Yo, you need to step the fuck away from him," and he blows up. Just show you that because in most shows they would have clearly saved him or gotten like more information out of him, you know. But like, no, this guy just gets blown up. Shit like that, like I like a lot of little moments, or like that episode. That was the same episode I mentioned with the guy bringing out prison one, like at the house at the end where the people spent all the money, and she flips on the light real quick so fucking Tim can shoot him like super fast. I like Tim moments. Tim Orr moments are great when he's sniping.
Yeah. Tim.
It's a, it's like it's one of those like easy like comfort popcorn shows. Like you throw on like almost any episode, you just sit and like fucking have a good time.
Yeah, for that reason, I've seen it a few times.
It's a super easy show to just sit down and watch, or like whenever.
Yeah. It's definitely a high rated show for me. I really liked it. Cause like it's either like a season I really enjoyed, so I'm locked in, or it's like even a season where I'm like that's pretty like it's pretty like lower. I still have things I like about it. You know.
And you're still doing plenty. We're still making plenty of jokes and like I think this is like a very social show for us. Is where we were making a lot of jokes, talking online and shit. So like, it really does like heighten the experience and make it more fun.
Yeah.
I'd say these like top 10 shows for me. Again, just because it's one of those shows that's so easy to watch at any given point in time.
It's one of those things where like I'm very relaxed during the show, where I'm like, okay, and then I get hit with something. Unlike lately with fucking Breaking Bad, I feel like I'm always stressed the fuck out. It went from like, I really like how slow it's going, to where I'm like, oh my god, I'm almost I hate that like I want to hate Walter, but lately I hate that Walter's been kind of making sense. It pisses me off because I'm having to
So
flip from
season 3 Walter, I don't fault at all.
like
Season 4 and 5 Walter, I hate.
like. I'm like, fuck that guy for everything, but like now I'm like, come on, Jesse, what are you doing?
Well, his
I gotta
girlfriend
get
died.
up
He's
for a few
fucked up.
minutes.
Bro's gotta go shake those legs.
I'm
shake
serious. I gotta get up again.
that- Bro, that's why I stand at my desk.
Okay, we're wrapping up anyway.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Anyway,
What?
I mean, at this point, if
Anyone
you're
who
watching
hasn't
this
seen it,
far,
watch Justified.
if you're watching this far, we've spoiled a couple of shit, but like, be honest, watch the show.
If the show doesn't remind you get spoiled, you're gonna find just as much enjoyment in it. To be honest,
Yeah, but really good show.
like I'd say the only thing that might be like a spoiler that like fucks the thing up would be the season 4 mystery, and like I don't think we even said who it literally was. We said it was a pre-established character.
Yeah.
And some of their conversations, which
Be fair,
I don't
like
remember.
the time someone even reached in for, I feel like they wouldn't even remember like half the shit. Cause like I'm pretty sure
I would
there's
just saying, but
okay.
some people like Chubbs wouldn't.
All right, man. All right.
What's up?
Anyway,
I said I remember that shit, bro.
yeah. You don't remember I did to you 3 like nights ago?
You're forgetting. I remembered a specific little spoiler from a Penguin trailer, and it led to me knowing a comic spoiler, figuring out a comic spoiler and shit. My mind remembered shit, bro.
Anyway, I think we've said pretty much all we got to say. Watch Justified.
Yep.
Thanks
It's
for
Justified.
watching.
It's a great show.
Kino show. And as
Bye-bye.
always, I'm Chubbs.
I'm Skelly.
He's not.
That was Contra.
He's not here, so you know. Arg.
Our guy.